Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Comedy Workshop 392. You don't adjust your screens or your monitors or your windows. I am not Tara Christian Wiedner. I am Scott Porteous. I am here to take her spot for a little bit. She is too busy being a fucking hero. She won't say that because she's too modest. Anyways, welcome to the workshop. I'm a little in a weird spot right now, so bear with me. It's been a while. I'm a little rusty. I haven't done this in a while. If you guys haven't watched what this is, excuse me, what we do is we contacted comedians from different locations. We basically give them a topic. We give them 5 to 7 days to do 3 to 5 minutes on that topic. And then after that, we give them suggestions, tags, feedbacks, pretty much anything to really help add to or improve the joke. Pretty much what this is a platform where an idea becomes a joke, becomes a bit, becomes a set, becomes a chunk, becomes a special. Also, this is a comedy open forum. By that, we mean that sometimes things might be said that are a little controversial, a little edgy, a little taboo, a little offensive. Could be anything of those. Just keep in mind that we're all writers, we're all artists trying to figure out our craft. We don't intend to be malicious or an asshole, for lack of a better term. We're just trying to figure it out. So if we say anything offensive, as long as there's no malice in our hearts, just give us some leeway is all we ask. With that being said, let's introduce our lovely panel. So we got Sarah Kate White. Thank you so much for joining us again, Sarah Kate. And
Hi.
we have DC Comedy, which I'm assuming that's not his last name, it's probably his handle. Thank you so much, DC, for joining us.
What's up?
Not too much. Definitely not my hot blood cell count. It didn't make no sense. Anyways, I don't know what that means. This is why I don't do improv. Okay, because it's just I am so awkward. Anyway, speaking of which, guys, you'll see on my screen it says Herbert Henry's, and that's because I am working on a character. So that's what that is. I do not have an identity crisis right now. I know who I am, and it's insecure. So I'm going to go into character. So Tara's, by the way, hopefully will show up later. We have 2 people that aren't here yet, so hopefully they pop in. And if they do, we'll gladly add them on to this fun little panel here. So I'm going to put the spotlight on here, or not a spotlight so much, but just adjust it so I look bigger. There we go. Put the timer on. Oh, one more thing, folks. Before I start, I forgot to do this part. Like I said, it's been a while. Bear with me. Once you're at 4 minutes, I'll just do this. Wait, that's not it. Mm-hmm. There you go, right here. That's more to guide where you're at. If you go over, no big deal. This is not like an actual comedy showcase where you'll get cut off after 5 or anything like that. It's just a gauge to know where you're at. So if you're at over 2 minutes, over 3 minutes, it's all good. If you're over 10, then I'll be a little passive aggressive. Better than that, it's pretty laid back. Also, if you go under, that's cool too. It's just it's just a guide, a gauge. 3 to 5 is so yeah. So here we go. I'm gonna get to my character. So my topic. Hang on. Like I said, I'm a little rusty, guys. I'm in bed as I'm doing this. Too much information. So my topic. There we go. Figure that shit out, guys. Knocks. So I wrote stuff on the word knocks. This is my character, everybody. Herbert Henry's. Here we go. Thank you. There's a song called "Knocking on Heaven's Door," but I always thought it was a gate. Thank you. There's a saying that when the vans are rocking, don't come on knocking, which is why I always ring the bell. So if you're unconscious, that you are most likely knocked out. However, if you're pregnant, you're most likely need to stop drinking. Thank you. Knock Ginger is a game people play to be mischievous to their neighbors or commit a hate crime towards gingers. I personally don't like to knock on doors because I don't have the upper body strength. LL Cool J wrote a song with the lyrics, "Mama said knock you out," and to me that's just bad parenting. Like if your mama said jump off a bridge, would you? I think knocking is offensive to woodpeckers and victims of abuse. Some guys refer to breast as knockers, and to me, I think that's really offensive. Unless they're flat boarded, then it's logical. You should always be careful when choosing doors, because nobody can hear you knocking on a sheet. Door knockers were made for people who have allergies to clenching their fist. I don't know why I wrote that. Do you know who really has the hard knock life? Mormons.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a factual joke too.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
I was always raised to knock before entering a place, which is why I've never been inside a grocery store with automatic doors. Because they're electronic and they won't. But okay. What's the soft knock life? Only losing one parent when you're born? That's an Annie joke. There's a song that says knock. Oh, sorry. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Your electrician.
Your electrician who?
Your electrician will be here 7 to 9 tomorrow to fix your doorbell. I also brought your mail.
Good.
A lot of people who are superstitious believe that knocking on wood would ward off curses, and for me, it's not the case, because the last time I knocked on wood, I kicked out of a legion. I'm almost done. So apparently, the knock jokes were around as early as the 16th century, as Shakespeare wrote it in Macbeth. And you can tell it's not a joke because that person's not funny. But he also wrote the first Yo Mama joke, which was in Romeo and Juliet. And it's like, oh, thou's mother is so fat that she is a Montague and a Capulet. Oh, Smith. This is my last joke. So that song I was mentioning earlier, knock 3 times. If you're familiar with this, knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. It's a fairly popular song, and I feel like, but what if someone's knocking 3 times because they're trying to put up a picture frame of an abstract painting? Talk about mixed messages.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Oh man. That last one deserved a groan. You know full well that was a groaner.
Just the last one.
Just the last one.
Yeah, everything else is okay. That last one's like, okay, yeah, that's a
I thought that was the most clever one to do. Come on, abstract. That's brilliant for me.
Oh man.
So what did you guys think of the whole experience that was?
I'm curious about what your mind map looked like for this, because it must have gone everywhere. You know,
It was literally like just on the bus, just writing things. I kind of go like I don't want to say ADD, but like I connect in my head like songs, for
kind of
example.
a beautiful
I'll
mind.
just like boom, boom, boom. So
Like
yeah,
once
so I
it's
just
thrown
like
in a
go
beautiful mind.
knock. Yeah, I mean, I don't see somebody, trying to like bathe the baby and then accused of like trying to murder my kid. But yeah,
Right.
okay, I guess a little bit. I'm not a savant. I'm not like making like I'm not a fucking professor in Harvard. I'm working as a dishwasher in a fucking restaurant. But sure, yeah, it's a beautiful mind. It's more like Good Will Hunting, but like on a grade 2 capacity.
Right. Yeah, that's straightforward with her. Yeah, there's a lot of words of that. I think you had fun just putting as much shit together. Just all right, let's see where it goes with songs and words and of course Jay-Z, a Hard Knock Life. Yeah, it's everything's familiar. All right.
Right.
And of course I love the Mormon bit. That's just that makes sense. Yeah, it's he's got a hard knock life. It's so simple, but it's so stupid, but so funny. Mormons.
That's like what I love. Like that character I can't do much right now because I'm like lying. Like I have a whole idea what I want to do with this person, but those are like kind of jokes that he does, and like just honestly, guys, it was just 2 pieces of like I was just doing this like fucking.
Hey, one-liners I find is hard to remember. 5 minutes or 10 minutes of one-liners is hard. Right. Like
so I try to incorporate my paper with it, so I can remember. I don't have to memorize as much, and I just see like a word, and then it would trigger. Yeah,
nice. Well, nice wordplay with how we think of Knox versus when we're exposed to not think of Knox.
I had to think of so many fucking analogies for the word with Knox. I was very surprised I can get like 17 jokes out of it, or if that's what you want to call them.
I really liked like the whole card flipping like that. That was just like, wow. It's almost like that awkward 12th grader who's like, I'm valedictorian and I have to practice going through my notes. So like, oh, what am I saying again? Like just so dead on, like, and the next one. I really appreciated that, like the physical element. When you said the van joke and like ring the bell, I was thinking, why wouldn't you just honk the horn? But because there's no bell on a van, right? But there's a horn.
Yeah. No, I was trying to go with the whole like.
Yeah. But I really appreciate one-liners because like they're quick and they're succinct and you can kind of slip them in anywhere. But I suck at writing them, so people who can write them, I have a huge respect for. So, but yeah, a lot of those were groaners. I was just like, oh my goodness, are you serious right now? But I liked it. I don't actually know if I got that word. I'd probably just try and write really bad knock-knock jokes, and it would go over horribly. So, good on you. And the electrician thing, where it's like, oh, I'll be there between these 2 times. I fucking hate that shit. So, respect.
Just wait for my seconds.
Oh God. Like pick a time. Just pick a time and I'll be home. Don't say like, fuck. Okay.
But thank you. I do appreciate the feedback, and I'm glad that because I'm sorry I went for like the whole like I have a bit of a Kaufman complex. I let the fuck with people, so that's the reaction I want. Like laughter's good, but like that, like that's still a response. So
you kind of own that space. You know.
Oh yeah, like I know what it is. I know what it is. I'm going to own it. There's an audience for it, I'm sure. So only a couple of comments we got here. So Katie says, in case we do this as a podcast, knocking on the ceiling seems like a lot of work to tell someone you want them. Yeah, that's fair. Do you also knock before entering a lady, Scott Porteous? No, I ring the bell. I just thought of that. I'm so proud and disgusted of myself. Oh no, I missed the character worshipping nice knockers though. Workshopping, sorry. To be fair, that key wasn't there. It would be worshipping, but it's okay. This will be available to watch later on the stream in the group. Anonymous. By the way, anybody if you want proper rights to your comments, like KD right here, all you have to do is accept StreamYard as your Lord and Savior by clicking on the link and just saying passing off all your privacy and shit. They're not gonna like track you down or anything. It just basically so you can take credit for your comments. Because this person right now to me is wearing a Guy Fawkes mask because it's anonymous. You know, so, yeah, I can't stop it. It really is a problem. But that is me. And yeah, thank you so much again. So let's go with all right. So you got Sarah Kate. Now here's the thing. I don't know your topics. So before you start, can you let me know and I'll put it in the comments.
My topic was infinity.
Oh, what it was? Yeah, I gave you that topic. Never mind.
Yeah, the worst. No,
never that. Or
never again. So DC, you're not new here. I'm new here. So this is actually my only like ever second time doing comedy. So
wow.
I'm sorry.
So Canadian.
So you just let me. Yeah, I'm so sorry to take up your time. I apologize. My bad. So sorry. Scott, you just tell me whenever. I'm not going to be a whole 5 minutes. So.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
Then I'll reset the timer. I'll start now.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So I'll give you a proper introduction too, because I want to be like a better host. Than the previous Scott
Introduce me.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Winnipeg, now living in Vancouver. She is new to comedy, but she has a experienced soul and humor. Good save. Sarah Kate White.
Hi. So my topic was infinity. It took me forever to write this set. Okay. So I tried to kind of take like a different handle on this because like there's so many puns, but we'll get there later. So I just thought like, if I could live forever, what would my life look like? So I would make an infinity that you would drink and try to live forever. So if I could live forever, I mean, I would probably do like what everyone else would do and like, adopt a bunch of animals, take a lot of drugs, commit some crimes, do all the things that I'm scared that I would die from doing, like jumping out of an airplane or calling my mom. But for sure, I think I would finally figure out if I'm gay or not. So I would just sleep with women over and over and over and over again. And my friend was like, well, if I could live forever, I'd just orgasm forever. I was like, honey, it's hard for me to last 2 minutes, never mind like the rest of time. So that's just not going to work for me. I mean, just ask my husband, but don't really. But I think forever and infinity to me are two very different things. Like, I had a boyfriend in high school who told me he would love me forever. But then I was like a condom to him, I was on his dick once and then his mom scrapbooked me. So that didn't work out. Whereas my husband said infinity and beyond, but I'm just the joke that will last forever. So, so I guess if my infinity invention doesn't work, I'll die trying, but that's fine. But I unfortunately am not going to live forever. That would be pretty bomb. But my friend and I were having a conversation. Actually, may she rest in peace. She was murdered last week. But I told her that I would love her to infinity, right? So don't worry, I will avenge her. That was an Avengers joke, for those of you who don't know the Marvel Universe. And then, like, I really came to an end to myself. Like, I have a pretty good liver. Just kidding, it's dying, but that's fine. Comedy show, actually. And I greened out. So for those of you who don't know what that means, don't find out. It sucks. Where I took 140 milligrams of THC instead of the 20 I had anticipated. So it was a very bad experience. And I was watching Avengers with my husband, and I could still feel the effects, I guess I was just infinity stoned, but we'll find out. But the one thing in my life that is supposed to be, like, infinite is my fucking data plan with TELUS. Yeah? Okay, that's shit. That is not endless. That is not infinite. I want my money back, TELUS. I'm coming for you. That is not okay. Yeah, so I thought I wanted to live forever.
Great stuff. 3 minutes and 35 seconds.
Oh, okay. Not too bad. Not too bad.
No, it's not. There's no such thing as bad unless you're me. So good stuff. I got feedback, but I'll wait after DC and see if you have anything to say first.
Yeah, first of all, performing for more than 3 minutes, that's at least standard minimum of 6 time. All right, so it's passable. All right.
It depends. I'm not. It's like 2 max.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. It's an audition. Yeah, it's considering. Okay, it's first of all, it's smart and funny all across the board. Right? You've done some work into the words. I love the infinite. I love the way you just dropped the Marvel Universe reference. It's thank you from a fellow nerd. So a good play on the words infinity. I was expecting karma.
Oh.
You know, people who die and live and die and live and die, like that type of faith. So maybe that's another tangent as well, if you want to play it in terms of infinity, which is like great, unless you are a Buddhist, and that shouldn't get tired. Like, oh, just kill me already.
Yeah.
Your wish is granted. Like, oh, fuck, I'm a centipede. Oh no, I'm a deer, and I'm a deer in Northern Ontario. This is not going to turn out well. So I know. That's my thoughts.
Awesome, thank you.
Great, awesome. I don't know if it's just me, but you kind of froze for a couple seconds.
Oh no, I did that on purpose.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that was a mind fuck. That was
just
a
to
mind
let it set.
Right.
Like just like there's your pun. Think about it for a second.
Whoa,
you're welcome.
Because I got.
Did she freeze?
I love
we thought you
froze. That was really funny.
Great.
I wrote mostly kind of like premises, so bear with me. So you put first I wrote down if I could live forever, yeah, but like what age? Like you want to live forever when you're like fucking like catheter bag age, you know what I mean? Like I feel like there's a joke there maybe.
Yeah.
You say you sleep with you were sleeping with women to see if you're a lesbian, but like would you sleep with any women or ones you're attracted to as well?
Probably anyone.
Forever, I think out of boredom, I think he would just sleep with anybody at that point.
Yeah, probably.
And I feel like it's not even like a slut shame thing or anything like that. It's just you live forever. What the fuck are you gonna do? When you, I don't know why this is the visual that I got, but when you said your ex-boyfriend's mom scrapbook to me condoms, all I could picture was like this weird like Norman Batesy type mom with a scrapbook of all like the exes and the condoms, like just all the condoms.
She kept her condom package. She scrapbooked that shit.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Oh,
that needs to be addressed at some point in your comedy pursuit because that's fucked up and hilarious. I feel like if you're like trying to like telling your ex sometimes you're like, no, not my baby, he's a good boy, he wouldn't hurt anybody. You know what I mean? Like just that creepy mother in a blue sweater vibe. I think Mrs. Voorhees in this sweater.
I'm cringing.
Right?
It's concerning. Very concerning.
Yeah.
That's got to be something when you're comfortable enough to talk about because that is fucked up. I wrote down, I could live forever, but my kidneys not so much.
Or my liver.
And I also love your Infinity Stoned line. That was great. And then, because I'm a nerd, I mean, it started Break the Ice, guys. And this one is just a weird concept I wrote. Like Infinity sounds like the weirdest time zone. Like 7 o'clock Central and 8 p.m. Infinity. Like, I don't know why. Sounds like a time zone. Yeah,
that's true though. Yeah.
You did the time right with that topic. Everybody.
Well, thank you.
Excellent.
And let's read some comments. Katie agrees with me.
Uh-huh.
You were awesome.
Bless. Thanks.
Thank you, Katie. I didn't get that. That's fine. Whatever. It's cool. It's not a competition. And I thought marriage was infinite love. Who knew it was actually infinite laundry? That is
nice.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Thank you, Katie. Anybody else who wants to put the comments, got some competition for you, that'd be great. If not, no worries. Thank you for watching. And I'm sorry I am so awkward. I'm a little rusty, so bear with me. I am not like this way in person. Okay, so good job again, Sarah Kay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right,
Good job.
let's take this out. Remind me again, Mr. DC, what was your topic?
My topic was bloody hard, actually. It was export.
It's not hard at all. Give me a second to put you up here. I'll get you a proper introduction as well.
It was export, so.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, from all the way from Chicago, I believe, the windiest of cities. It's my first time doing a show with him, and I'm very excited to see what he's got to export with the jokes. I'm so sorry. For DC.
Hey, what's up, folks? Yeah, I'm in DC, otherwise known as a Canadian export. The only version of chocolate that Canada exports on a regular basis is black athletes and black comedians. So,
Ow.
I know. All right. Well, one thing I know that I'm very proud of is actually Canada needs to be proud of is that Canada's most famous export is our cigarettes that they gotta give to the rest of the world. My favorite brand, Export A's. There you go. But I know that's a groaner. All right. And you have to be Canadian to know that one too, right? Old enough and Canadian to know Export A's. Are they still making it there? Okay, I guess not. Canadians. Oh man, I don't think that Canada exports very often are performers and celebrities, otherwise known as celebrity trafficking. I think I would have less stars in the United States. I mean, we give them like Ryan Reynolds and Jim Carrey, great, but we also give them Justin Bieber, which is plus and minus, especially the first couple of years. And it worked out well now, but thank goodness that the Americans didn't put a tariff on them. Like, do you know what? If you want to send us more of your performers and more of these celebrities here, it's going to cost you. Like, damn it. We got to keep this. We got to keep the talent of Canada. Man, forget CanCon. Frustrating. No. If I'm a fan of globalism, and you have to be, because no matter how you feel about it, no matter how you feel about the word globalism is here to stay. Okay, I'm in the United States right now. All right, they're beefing and warring with China. Guess what? China exports stuff to America that we use all the time on a regular basis. America exports contents to China all the time that they unknowingly use. Here's a problem with globalism. If you shut it down because they're beefing, because they say, buy American, yay, screw China. Buy only American products, yay, screw China. Right? Make sure you buy nothing that's printed in China. Wait, what? I mean, I got to give it my iPhone? I can't use TVs because everything is made abroad. All right? We depend on one another. Folks, here's how interdependent we all are. Sex toys. America imports sex toys. Shut off globalism, then guess what? I don't believe that people are going to be purchasing, or they're not going to be making their sex toys in Idaho. Really, there's no dildo factory in Boise. No one's going to be looking for their prophylactics, or they're not going to be looking for the sex toys printed made in America on the bottom when they go to a sex shop. Really, they really don't care. They just want to save money, right? That's $1 billion industry, $1 billion industry, folks. And here's the problem, right? You shut down that type of export stream, right? Then you shut off jobs in China, because guess what? These people who are making these toys for this $1 billion industry are regular people like you and me in a foreign country that have nothing to do with this trade war with beef. And they got this gigantic factory, of people losing their jobs, with livelihood, can't support their families. Now you have this factory of dildos, right? 12-inch rubber dicks that can no longer be sold anymore because Americans aren't buying it anymore, right? So now you have this factory of dildos in some small town in China, and they can't pay the employees. And you have the boss to say, listen, we're out of money, we're closed down because of globalism. So you're not going to get paid, but in terms of apologies, have this box of dildos for you and your family. So now you got these families, right? These small, tiny families have to repurpose these dildos and say, forget it. I don't know, let's make use of this. So they got to use it as paper towel holders or giant dog chew toys or something else that ethnic kids would get beaten with by their parents. You got little Jimmy has explained himself at school. Jimmy, what's with the welts on your neck? My father beat me with a giant black dick. Wow. Father's black? Oh no, I wish. And so does my mom.
Fuck.
Yeah, I know that's a bit dark. Oh boy, I think that I have for export, folks.
That's it. Good job, man. That was really. I wrote a lot of ideas. Good stuff. Very funny. Sarah Kate, what do you got to add for feedback?
I learned so much. I did not know about our exporting businesses. The one, oh man, there's just so much. Oh God. Wow. I think near the end when you when you ended and you were like, oh, that was a little dark, was like that big black dick. Man, I don't even know what to say about this. You have made Canada proud with
Thank you.
Good export. Come back. Become an import once again.
Yeah.
Oh man. I have no idea. I learned a lot. I didn't even know half of that shit. Was it true?
Oh, the export A's? Yeah, there's smokes in Canada.
Oh,
really? The green package
so
is smoke. I don't smoke either, but that's just what I grew up buying cigarettes for older people back in the day. That's how old I am. I make can I have some candy, please, and can I have a pack of export A's? Sure, son. Before the age.
Oh, man. Anyways. Yeah. No, good set though. Good set. I laughed a lot. I had to turn off my mic because I was like dying, but it's okay.
Sarah Kate, anytime you want to laugh, do not feel obligated to turn your mic off. If anything, laugh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't do it.
It was really loud, so I was like, yeah.
I hate people who laugh, but they laugh when they smile. Laugh you can't hear smiles.
I'm sorry, Scott. That's me.
No.
They go.
I don't hate. It's just you know what I mean. As a performer, especially in these Zoom shows, you need that energy. Oh, yeah. But yeah, so just think. Have a good time. Laugh if you can. If you can't, then smile loudly. I guess.
Laugh is like a fart. Let it out.
Yeah, smile, but go or
yeah.
Anyways, there's a comment. So I am in a weird spot right now. I wrote exports sounds like the lamest superhero team. That's a dumb reference. I love the idea of celebrity trafficking. I went into dark places, like a truck sneaking celebrities past certain borders. Yeah, I don't know. There's this idea of a celebrity is not. I mean, I feel like sex is a little darker, but even drug trafficking. You can take celebrities who are notorious for going to rehab and stuff like that. And go in that area. I sort of wrote an idea for I don't know how to phrase it, but pretty much America exports to China, and what I want to pretty much joke about is how because a lot of shit that's made in China is fucking easy to break, so you're exporting and stuff for a warrant. I just don't know how to phrase it, but I think there's something clever there.
Okay.
I love the idea of more like a sex port for the sex toys. I'm I'm just picturing because if you export, say for example, I don't know, I'm not going to name a country because I don't want to be stereotype or whatever, but certain countries have different sizes, so it's you want to. So for example, if you export dildos that are fucking 4 times the size of an average, you know what I mean, or I just think it'd be funny if it was people got or certain countries have a more religious connotations of certain things they can and not. So I just feel there's a lot you can do. If that makes any sense.
Well, what's interesting about that is that you got countries, manufacturing countries that have these factories of people, local people that have never interacted with Americans, never interacted with foreigners, but yet they're working to making these products for Americans. The only impression that I have of Americans are what they produce. So they're thinking, wow, Americans must have really big vaginas. Like, who needs an 18-inch phallus? I pity the product tester. Yeah, so maybe you should go
good job.
I feel like
thank
there's a
goodness
vagina
the
joke there too somewhere.
Yeah.
I also love the idea of a blue collar sex factory workers losing like them picketing with like dildo shaped signs. Just I don't know. It's like a whole it's like a sad thing, but like it's a ridiculous thing because it's like a like if people are losing their jobs, but it's at a sex factory. Also, you're talking about like Christmas presents. I put stocking stuffers.
Not only do they stuff your stockings, they also stuff you.
That could be on the ad. But that's all I have. Very, very good stuff. Got a lot of legs to do some material live with that for sure. We have a comment that's Linnea, one of our regular hosts on Saturday. Export A is still a thing, but now instead of gold and silver, they have smooth and extra smooth and probably rough.
Oh, God.
Thank you, Lena.
I'm not much of a smoker, so I don't get it, but I'm sure people who smoke do.
Yeah.
Or people who buy smokes for old people do. All right, so that was the first round. Unfortunately, we have a person who's not here. We have two people not here, and our regular host Tara. Hopefully, she can show up later. So if she hops on later, if anybody hops on later, we'll definitely add them on. But what I'll do in the meantime is shamelessly promote workshop-related things because it's got to be done. And in order to kill time, then let's do it. So first of all, thank you again, DC. Great job. We got this going up. We have... Fuck, I can't do things. Damn it. Why? Hang on, guys. Nope. How do I promote my poster?
Sorry, I'll eat it after. Thank you.
I can do this.
I'm not your poster, bro. I'm not your poster.
I know. I'm trying to figure out.
You're the poster child.
Why? I did this before.
Comedy World Vision. You're a
oh gosh.
Fuck. I did this before, I swear. Why can't I do it now? Oh, this is annoying. Damn it. I was going to promote shit. What? Is it the logo, maybe? Overlay. Okay, I'll try to do the overlay. All right. Well, hang on, everybody. Thanks. Some technical difficulties. By that, I mean I don't know if technology works. Maybe I can do an overlay. I don't know what that is. If it doesn't work, then it's fine. I'll just keep doing things. Who did Mr. No, if you missed the first round, you can watch it again in the group page. It's all good. We are not going anywhere unless we get canceled. Here we go. Ha-ha! Success! So this is the awesome poster that I made. You can tell because it's not the best. So we have a show for our international members. By that I mean we have a workshop that happens in the daytime once a week, starting July 12th. It's Mondays at 10 a.m. EST, and it's going to be hosted by a co-producer of the Comedy Workshop, Kevin Eggleston, and it is specifically for international members. Hence the title of Joke Abroad. However, we are open to anybody. It's just keep in mind the priority would go to our international members because when they do workshops at our time, it's like 4 a.m. to them. So it's fucking hard, I can imagine. So we're just trying to be considerate and cater to everybody. So yeah. And one more poster, guys, and then I promise I'll move on. Hang on. Is this it? Oh, I need music for this, don't I? Do. I don't know why I went to the Simpsons episode where Homer fell asleep in the land of chocolate. No way, that was the other one. Oh, why is everything so slow on my computer? I haven't been hosting in a long time. As I am way more smooth than this, people.
Try deleting some of the porn. It might go faster.
I will do no such fucking thing. Here we go. First round. Okay, so this is another poster made. This is a show a while from now, July 29th. What it is we have 6 regular workshoppers, me included. Basically, they will do only material that was given to the first round of the workshop. So all the jokes you see on that show will be from show topics that were assigned to them. It is a donation show, so whatever you donate is appreciated, as the money and proceeds go to Comics Try Not to Die. It's darkest. No, it goes to the entertainers and the people who worked hard to write the jokes and entertain you's pockets. But yeah, July 29th, it's on Eventbrite. You just put down first round or the comedy workshop. It should show up. Okay, thank you for your patience. Well, that is going to end the first round. Speaking of which, hang on. How do I get back into the overlay? Oh, come on. Damn it. Sorry. No, don't delete. Fuck. Okay, whatever.
This is comedy all on its own.
I don't know how technology works.
Yeah, it's because you're old. It's okay.
Oh, don't you dare. I'm 37. I'm not that old. What? Background.
Do you want me to walk you through it and hold your hand, Scott?
You know what? I just had my shot today, and I wanted someone to hold my hand.
No, I get it. I hate needles.
Sarah,
we're not going to go there.
37 old.
What's that?
Yeah, I'm only 28, so.
Fucking.
I
miss my youth.
I miss my youth.
I do.
It's okay. I have no will to live, so it's not like I'm really any better.
I got the Nick Fury thing going on with the gray hair on the side. I just have a cigar.
Oh, the Reed Richards.
What's that?
Scott, for you, it's Reed Richards. You know, from
Fantastic Four. Now it's Samuel Jackson.
There you go. That's more like that white streak. There you go.
Call me out of my nerd knowledge.
Old school.
The battle of the nerds.
Words. Okay, well, I'll start, I guess. Hopefully the other comics will make it. If not, then it's going to be a short but also sweet. I feel like a game show host with this. Sweet workshop. So back into character. Once again, this is a character I will be working on. So you thought I was awkward now.
Oh, great.
Okay, let's get ready to groan, I guess. I don't fucking know. All right, here we go. This is Herbert Henry's round 2. Thank you. I'm really good. I'm just saying, if you enjoy snacks, you're in for a treat.
Uh-huh.
God.
I'm just saying, if you like sewing, I have some quality material.
Oh man.
I'll leave you in stitches. Thank you. I'm just saying, if you own a drill, I have some solid bits.
Oh man.
I'm just saying, if you need a wingman, I do some really good setups. I'm just saying, if you have any non-perishable food items, I'm a very good opener with a can-do attitude. I'm just saying, if you're not illiterate, I know how to read a room. I'm just saying, if you're into self-mutilation, I can get a little edgy.
Oh!
I'm just saying, if you like striking little people, I don't punch down. I'm just saying, if you're into cocaine, I got some pure and uncut one-liners. I'm just saying, if you like breast, I got a sweet set. My eyes are up here, sir. I'm just saying, if you like to be choked, I got good gags.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying, if you're into autoerotic asphyxiation, I can get a little blue sometimes. I'm just saying, if you like group sex, I do a lot of good crowd work. I brought my resume as well. I'm just saying, if there's any incels sitting by themselves in the corner, I might also kill tonight.
Right. Oh, God.
But also give my jokes a head start, please. I'm just saying, if you're into genocide, my jokes are also clean. Thank you. I'm really good. I'm just like, what I love most about narcissism is me. Thank you. It's well deserved. I'm kidding. I'm not an arrogant person because I'm so much better than that. I'm joking, people. Clearly, I don't have any confidence. Just ask any one of my bullies. But you can't because my parents don't come to my shows.
That's good.
But I'm not that confident. I'm not really good at confrontation. Just ask anyone who doesn't know I'm mad at them. The only fight club I was ever part of was Tickle Fight Club. And the first rule of Tickle Fight Club is no punching. And the second rule of Tickle Fight Club is no uncles. They can get a little grabby at times. I'm sorry, I won't make any more uncle jokes. Too touchy of a subject. Another reason I'm not really confident is because I don't have money. Like, I'm so broke. That's where you say, how broke
are you?
I'm so broke, even my decisions are poor. You can tell from that last joke I told. Like, I'm so broke that I can't afford medicine. If I ever need to buy penicillin, I have to buy a loaf of bread and wait for the expiry date to do its thing. Because time heals all wounds. That was a chemistry joke. Actually, that was a science joke. This is a chemistry joke. If you were to violently expel sodium chloride from your rectal cavity, would that be assault?
Oh, man.
But honestly, chemicals are no laughing matter unless nitrous oxide's involved. Am I right? It's laughing gas.
That's laughing gas.
I'll stop with the chemical jokes because it's too much of a boron subject.
Oh man.
One more? Okay. I don't think it should be called the periodic table unless it bleeds once a month. Or one of the boxes becomes red every 28 days. Thank you.
Lord.
Math jokes now. Did you hear about the angry trigonometry teacher? They went off on a tangent.
Oh man.
Did you hear about the depressed trigonometry teacher? He hung himself with the hypotenuse.
Oh.
I'm halfway done. But math is I evolved in the aspects. Math is everything. Like when I marry someone, for example, I apply math. Like, okay, 21 plus 37 divided by half my shit. That's the joke. Okay, I'll stop doing math jokes. Here's his history jokes. So when I sleep with someone, I like to apply history just to get myself safe. So if I was born, I think I was born, Thriller was made. She was born when Michael Jackson became a zombie again. So 1984 AD, which is after Discman, and 2006 BCC, which is before cancel culture. So way too young. However, if someone was born when Michael Jackson got acquitted from Thrilling Children, then we can both be bad and beat it.
Oh.
Too soon? Okay. And this is the part where I moonwalk, but I'm in bed, so I can't. Thank you. That was too long. Sorry.
First of all,
I
appreciate our Canadian education system because I got all the references, math, sciences, and English literature. So I'm so.
And I appreciate that you got that too, because those are very niche jokes.
Yes, it's Canadian education works.
Does it work?
Does it really? I'm not sure about Winnipeg, but the periodic table. I love it. That's memorable. That's memorable.
That's gonna be one that everybody gets who doesn't know science. I feel like out of all like the chemistry jokes, I feel like that's the one where people would know. Hopefully, depending where in Alberta I perform it.
Not Red Deer.
Not Grand Prairie. Sorry, that was a shot towards people. Anyways, thank you. And feedback. Sorry. I don't want to do it right.
No, it's I like the way you're toying us at the very beginning with this, with the opening again and again, knowing full well that you're digging us into the hole that you want it to fall into. So it works. It's like, is this going to stop? No, he's still going on. But no, they're all sharp.
It was one of those jokes where I wanted to like come like, oh, like, okay, this is funny, and then like, okay, this is getting a little, and then like it gets more ridiculous and more darker. And then you kind of climb. Like it's one of those jokes. I always wanted to make a joke where you kind of like it dips down and then it climbs up.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that's what that will be.
Kind of go, please stop, please. I'll give you my kids, especially in reference to your parents. That's actually, I love that one. That was a smart one too. Being your bullies.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
See that one. Yeah. Good. A lot of Mr. X.
Scott,
Sarah Kate,
who hurt you as a child? Why are you this way? Definitely a lot of groaners. I think there was only one joke. I'm trying to remember which one it was. There was one joke I didn't get, but that was it. And that's pretty impressive because I'm not a nerd and I'm not smart. So the fact that I understood... Which one?
The joke I knew, because I paid attention to your facial expressions. I knew the confrontation joke. I know no one responded to that one. Only confrontation. Just ask anyone who doesn't know I'm mad at them.
Right. So that took me a second, but there's another one that I was like, what does that mean? But I forget it now. The wingman one also took me a second, but the can opener joke, fuck you. Like I was just like, are you serious? And the cocaine one-liner that, oh god. I just like I find it really impressive. Like once again, that you can come up with like these short. Those are like the types of things that when you type in like jokes to tell at a party, those come up, right? Like I wish I could write something like that. Like that's gold. Good job. Yeah, I groaned a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The self mutilation one was rough. That got me real good. It was. Ooh, it took me a second. Wow. Yeah. God damn it, Scott. Fuck. Yeah, no words. Just
God damn it, fuck.
God damn it, fuck. That's it. That's my one-liner for you.
That's a compliment.
I love how like the one that took you was a self-mutilation when I said genocide. And like that was fine.
Oh my god.
Thank you. One thing, because I guess the one concern I have with that opening joke was because it's very an insider joke, but for me, I'm hoping because even if you're not into comedy, the ridiculousness of it will still get you. You know what I mean? Like it just has layers. So I'm hoping that's the case. Because say if I do it for like people who don't know the comedy lingo, for example.
Right.
But yeah, thank you. I'm looking forward to growing with this because like I said, like the groans are good, but I don't want to have all groans. So that's
right.
I'm gonna be heartbroken if it doesn't go well.
I think it's also like part of the groan is like the delivery of it, right? Like you're just so like, and the narcissistic joke was gold, like where you're like just like me. That's the joke. I think your delivery just invites the groans because you're so like, guess what?
Yeah.
Here we go.
And the cards supposed to help to the right.
Yeah, so I don't think you're gonna get like an uproar of laughter because you're just like going from joke to joke, and I think that people are gonna take a minute to be like, wait, what? Right? Which is good because then they're they're forced to pay attention, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, you rock. Don't ever change. That's
I'm I'm envious of that stuff because you can pace your delivery. Like you can think through at the moment where for them to respond, and then with or without cards, you can actually pace your delivery and just like recall it as needed with it. I'm envious of that type of approach.
Well, thank you. One of the reasons, there's many reasons why I did that, but one of the reasons why I want this character is because there are times where I do jokes that are too self-deprecating or too like or you or like edgy, and like so I kind of wanted to. I felt like if I have a character, I might get away. Not saying necessarily get away with the word to use, but like I might have a lot more leeway, a lot less sympathy, a lot. You know what I mean? If it's not, because if it's me, like that's the saddest thing. But if it's like this character, I'm like, oh, that's what I mean. That's
fine. Herbert didn't die.
Self-deprecating stuff. I didn't realize how much I do, but so I figured like, all right, well, this character will take the reins then. Thank you. I got some reading to read for the comments. It's so cheesy. It's so amazing. Thank you. I think amazing. Facebook user says nerdy jokes are the best. Thank you, Sarah Kate White. You're already here. We're just on our own stuff now. So lots to see. Thank you, Linnea. This character can't be canceled because he's already canceled himself.
Wow.
Can-do attitude needs to be a t-shirt with your face on it holding a can. I kind of want to do that. That's great. Thank you so much, everybody, on the comments. Okay, let's, without further ado, let's bring up Sarah Kate White. What you got to talk about? This is all you now. This is the wild card round.
Wild card. So I apologize. I'm basically going to do my set from last week with a couple changes from the feedback. Because on Tuesday I'm going up for the very first time in person.
Which room?
House of Comedy in New Westminster. Yeah, I'm fucking terrified, but it's okay. So I'm using like the first set for people to like kind of get to know me. So I am a longtime comedy goer, first time shower, hopefully a grower. Although I'm pretty short, so because I'm pretty down to earth. So, my first exposure to comedy was actually at a Christian youth conference when I was like 13 years old. Yeah, messed up, I know. And they were asking for volunteers for a game. So, of course, being the exhibitionist I am, I raised my hand. And me and 3 other men, or boys, were chosen. So I was the only girl. And we played a game called Party Quirks, where there's a host, and then there's 4 people, me and these 3 boys, who all have an ailment of some sort. And the host needs to guess what is wrong with us. So one guy was allergic to water, one guy was afraid of beards, and the other guy couldn't speak in vowels at all. But me, I was a mime, because women aren't allowed to speak in church.
Oh,
so that was the first and last time I spoke in church. Just kidding. That's actually not true. Because I loved that so much, just being a woman, that I actually became a youth pastor. So, but I recently converted to the I don't give a shit lifestyle, so don't worry about me. Anyways, I'm in a meeting one time with my 2 pastors, and I'm known for sending voice notes to my kids. So I grab my phone and I'm like, hey, please stop sending me unsolicited feet pics. You're too young for me. And no, this isn't like a Me Too conversation. Don't worry, kids. This was just a kid sending me pictures of her new ballet shoes. So that was weird. I got written up. It's okay. The church is a really weird place to be. I'm pretty mentally ill, hence why I'm here, because I'm told that comedy is really good therapy, and I can't afford a counselor. So you guys are the next best thing. But the church does not accept mental illness. They really struggle with that whole idea, which I find is a little weird because they get you to pray or talk to an invisible being, and then they expect you to hear from that same invisible being. Now, I'm no professional, but that kind of sounds like schizophrenia to me, so might want to get that looked at. But like they would come into a room and they would like pray for you. So you would sit on a chair and all these people would lay their hands on you, their filthy, filthy little hands. And you would feel like multiple men just like groping you one at a time. It was very awkward. And they would say that I have all of these demons that I need to get out of my body and I need to let the Holy Spirit come in me. Let the Holy Spirit come in me. Well, honey, the Holy Spirit didn't come in me. The only thing that came in me was my church leader. So,
oh man,
but the teens that I worked with were really cool. They actually got me into TikTok. I don't know how many of you are on TikTok, but I swear to God, my whole For You page is just people with Tourette's showing off their behaviors. They should just change it to Tick Time, you know? But yeah, so I don't know. Sadly, I got fired from the church actually almost a year ago, in 3 days a year ago, for having sex with a woman. Who knew? And I didn't know what my label was. You know, like they asked me if I was gay, and I was like, I don't know, am I queer? Am I bi? The only thing that like you really got labeled was sinner. So that was my sexuality for my whole life, was just sinner. So I had to find some new friends. I left the church. And of course I went to Google. And Scott would know this. We in Winnipeg called each other Winnipeggers. And I have met a lot of Winnipeggers in Vancouver who've been really awesome. They understand my culture. You know, like it's a whole different vibe. So I went on to Google and I typed in Meetup because someone told me that's where you can meet people. So I went to Meetup and I typed in Peggers because, you know, that's what we call each other. And I saw a group that said Jet, Set, Go, Peggers. Jets, Winnipeg Jets, Pegger, makes sense to me. Sign me up. So I, make an account. I answer some questions. They're like, what's your gender? And I was like, female. What's your sexuality? Pending? Curious? I don't fucking know. Do you use a strap-on? What's that? And I didn't Google it yet. I was just like, of course, I've taped a couple drugs to my leg before, strapped on a knife. Like, it's Winnipeg. What the fuck do you think? So I answer all the questions. I get an email from FetLife, which I did not. I just saw FET Life. And it said I was accepted to the Peggers group. And I was like, okay. The first message I get within 30 seconds, this is a true story, was from a guy whose picture looked like he was part raccoon and part dragon. So I didn't know what that was about either. And he said, do you like to give it in the ass? And I was like, I'm in the wrong group. Don't know. And then I Urban Dictionary Peggers. And that's not what I signed up for. When I asked if I was gay, though, I didn't know. I didn't have a label, right? I've done a couple threesomes. It's a lot to take in all at once, But really, it's really hard for me to make friends because, like Scott, I'm pretty self-conscious. I'm really awkward. Struggled with a few eating disorders throughout my life and wasn't really that pretty. The only diet that ever worked for me, being in Winnipeg, was poverty. Worked really well, actually. But then I turned anorexic, and it wasn't like bad. It was bad, but I was never that girl that like stole my boyfriend's fries. It was a super cheap date, like dinner for one, haha. Super cheap drunk, and if someone did buy me food, I got to taste it twice. So I mean, there's pros. Now I'm like trying to like lose the recovery weight, So my workouts include things like jumping to conclusions, diving in head first, running late, riding my high horse, really good things. And I mean, gaining the weight was good. Don't get me wrong. It means I have money now. I'm not poor anymore, right? Just kidding. I think that's actually why so many people gained weight during COVID. Screw like the COVID-19 or like the freshman 15 type thing. Let's call it the curve. The only curve we weren't trying to flatten because we were just fattening that one. So I lost my job, was looking for a new one. My friend actually suggested that I start dog sitting like he does. He has a pretty sweet gig, It's just a side gig. He has a lot of side bitches. So that's pretty sweet. I think that's all I got. I just want to let you guys all know in Facebook land that if you didn't laugh at me tonight, we're in an age of cancel culture, you see. So if you didn't laugh at me, it's because you're sexist. Okay? 2 guys on this show, 1 girl, what the fuck? Okay? And if you did laugh at my jokes, it's probably just because you want to fuck me. So meet me on FetLife after. That's it. That's all I got.
Okay, first of all, that's all you got. 7.5 minutes.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, this is not the open mic. Okay. Just letting you know. But that was great. But that's a good thing because you have like stuff you can edit and still have like to fill with. You know what I mean? So yeah. I'd rather have more material to edit than less. So True. Good set. Yeah. Good job.
Thank you.
DC, what do you got to say?
Yeah. Thanks for sharing the personal stuff. I mean, just the background on that explains you. The church experience growing up also very similar. Grew up Pentecostal. I know all the lingo you're talking about. Yeah, I know all the lingo you're talking about. Yes. So I get it. I get it. But yeah, that's just adds another layer of dimension to the comedy, and then we're on your side. I get it. That's where the pain comes from, the frustration comes from. It makes for great material. Awesome. Yeah, so it's just you write well. You write well. You deliver well, but more importantly, right now, I mean, it's you write well, and it shows. So it's just I'm anxious to see what continues to happen a year from now when I see you on large platforms.
Oh, thanks, dude.
Yeah, I fully agree. I wrote some stuff down, but I know for a fact I saw this set, and I'm not complaining, but I know I wrote a lot more comments on that show than I probably did, and some of them are probably useful. Maybe one or two were. But so this is what I wrote out. You said women are allowed to speak in church, and I wrote "speak out" because I feel like one of those like list things because they're not allowed to speak in church or out, like you know what I mean, speak in church or in the world or whatever. Like just kind of play off that that vibe of conversation. The feed pics thing is fucking weird and unfortunate that it's funny, but it's really unfortunate that's what you got written up for something unsolicited feed pics.
I didn't actually get written up. I added that in.
Okay. Then
yeah.
That's smart. That's smart.
Yeah. Because I just it's a really I don't know. I just think it's a funny image. I got a good line for you. It's a little controversial if you want to use for it, but like we're talking about you said mental illness, right? The church. And I wrote down I thought the church makes money off of mental illness.
True.
But like just like to me that's like a bang, like that's like not applause. I'm not going to say like an applause break, but you'll make a statement.
Yeah.
As you tell that joke, but I don't know how comfortable you are, so that's all to your discretion.
Expose all the lies.
Well, no, but just like some people, because I know watching comics talk about religion, it's a tougher sell because some people they lose an audience. It's just one of those things. And dogs for some reason. I don't know. I know I wrote this in the comments last time, but like I just feel like that line, like demon out, priest in.
Right, I forgot that one.
I just because that has layers to that concept, right? Because like the priests are the demons, I love the idea of you thinking a strap like you're playing the role of naive with the whole pagan. I love the idea of you thinking like a strap on is a fanny pack.
I thought a strap on was like where you take like a piece of tape and you tape it to your leg and you sneak it in the club. Like this is a real story that actually happened. I didn't know.
No, I know, and I love that. I love the innocence and the naivety of like some of this bitch. I feel like you can help that. Like you can embellish on that, like so you can think of other sexual terms that you thought were something else. So, for example, like BDSM was a television network for kids. Like that's a weird example, but just kind of that like naive or ignorance towards it. Ignorance is not a negative term, you know what I mean? But like unawareness, it's not a bad thing to be innocent, non-tainted. Like there's so much words like fucking pet life. I got introduced to that. And like holy shit, there's so many terminologies, but are like pegging is definitely something that's a funny concept. BDSM, I feel like I'm trying to think of other terms that you can use. Latex. No wait. What? I can't think of it at the moment.
Scott,
you know what I mean?
Are you on FetLife?
Oh yeah, I am.
Maybe it was you.
I won't tell you who I am.
Are you part dragon, part raccoon? Because that was that guy.
No. I look like a 70s porn star. You ask. So I'm trying to think of other terms. I feel like you can Google, not like make sure you can Google it, like not pictures, but just terms or something. Because I feel like there's a rule of three. There's like a list joke there because you can kind of play off the the innocent person being exposed to these things for the first time.
Right.
And I love the idea of diet poverty. I just think it's a funny concept. And I like your side bitches joke too.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
I wrote that in the
smart.
car the other day.
That's really funny.
That's smart.
Yeah, good stuff. Like, and that was your second time, I believe, doing a workshop, right? Or just comedy in general.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got, like I said, like you went over, but that's good because, and plus you had that first set. I don't know if you ever want to use some of that for your theme, but I mean, you gotta, but like, there's some jokes there to even like So like I said, I'd rather edit more material and to condense it than like to have like 3 minutes and then try to like stretch it out.
Right.
So just bear that in mind.
Yeah.
We have a comment or two. Here we go. I don't know who this was, but guy touching during prayer, priceless and accurate. That's right, guys touching. Sorry.
Yep. Absolutely.
Man, I feel. Why do I'm like? I feel like harder on myself than I read about these things that people experience. It's weird. I'm sorry that happened, but yeah, good stuff. Great set. And we will wrap it up. Unfortunately, not everybody showed up, so it wouldn't be a workshop if there wasn't a cancel and a no-show. But we got a great panel, and we're gonna close it up soon with DC. Guys, we went over an hour and 10 minutes with 3 people. That's fucking impressive. So thanks for being an awesome panel. Yeah. I think that's for poetry too. But okay, we'll do that.
Yeah.
So DC,
and we're gonna go.
DC, please. Whenever you're
ready. We're about
ready.
to go for 2 hours of this last comic right now. So, all right, grab one, get your coffee. There you go, folks. Public service announcement: joke theft is a problem in our industry. That's the reason why throughout the set I'll be using the N-word as much as possible. So if you ain't black and want to steal my shit, then good luck. Have at it. It's all yours. All right. So I like my woman like I like my coffee, strong and black. But I also like a mocha latte with foam in the middle sometimes there, the whipped cream. I'll enjoy that. Oh, pumpkin spices, and I love the pumpkin spice with the ginger and the redness here. Oh, I just love that. Ooh, flat white. My new favorite coffee is flat white. I'm in love with flat white. Okay, maybe what I'm trying to say is that I like white women too. Oh boy, folks, it's I'm thanks to fires in the news recently, and being also growing up in a West Indian family, I can finally yell out "blood clot" without getting in trouble and get slapped outside my head by my parents. If you didn't get that Jamaican reference, that probably means your community is not very diverse. So go find yourself some Jamaican friends. I'm going to say something controversial that I can't really talk about at home, if you guys are ready for it. Dance is not a sport. Wow, I felt like a load lifted off my shoulders. It's like, I mean, no, don't get me wrong. Dancers are athletes, they're talented, they're very strong, they're athletic. But a sport is determined by the spectators and what they do. I mean, recitals. They love applause. They don't like air horns. That's frowned upon. All right. They like it when you show support. All right. And then they don't really care about what type of clothing that you do wear. But when I show up wearing nothing but shirtless and body paint and face paint and my dance colors, my daughter's dance school colors, they frown upon that. That shit will get you banned. I'm suspended. No, it's you'll never ever see your drinks being poured on the judges. Yeah, only happens in sports. There's no booing and dance. Like there's no one heckles performers. You call that an arabesque? Boo! Or a chant. Out of sync. That's up there. Self-esteem. You'll never see a fight break out amongst parents in the audience. Watching on the stage, he's like, wait, hold on a second. Are this 2 parents going at a mezzanine? That's more interest right now. Hold on a second. Yeah, get him. I'd love to see fierce competition between dancers to the point where there's like a Tanya Harding moment that happens on stage. Some random 40-year-old guy clipping a 12-year-old girl out of the knee with a lead pipe, like bam, rubbing off, like, why me? Why my scholarship? There's also no betting in dance. I wish there was. I'd be like, honey, daddy needs a huge favor. 2 minutes into performance, I need you to take a dive and fake an injury. I've got your college tuition riding on a 2001 odds payout. If you do this, I swear I can buy the dance studio for you, honey, just for daddy. I guess perhaps my attitude would change if they had vendors serving beer and hot dogs and pretzels during the shows. Then perhaps I'll buy season tickets to my daughter's dance recitals. I'm just saying. All right. So before COVID, I was invited to my friend's bachelor party at a strip club, and I reluctantly said yes. Reluctant because I have a hard time taking my professional hat off. I'm a chiropractor. So when everybody else is at the front of the stage at the club, wilding out, throwing stacks on stage, saying, "Shake that ass, make that ass clap," acting crazy, I take it upon myself. I'm looking at the dance myself going, is that scoliosis? I think she's got scoliosis. So I take it upon myself to try and help her. So I'm waving my $50 bill. Hey, Cinnamon, over here. Come here, Cinnamon. Come here. No, Cinnamon, get off my lap. I don't want you in my lap. Take a knee, Cinnamon. Not both knees, Cinnamon. This is not the champagne room. Just one knee. Take a knee. First of all, great set. Cinnamon, remember that maneuver that you did? Remember that maneuver that you did when you're on the pole, that you suspended off the ground, you're in a horizontal plank position, you're naked, your tits were pointing up, and you held yourself to the pole, some kind of crazy coochie suction, and everyone went crazy, everyone exploded. Do you remember that maneuver? Yeah, I noticed your pelvis was off. It was not aligned. And what that means that your left abdominal muscles are weak, and you got to activate that. You got to squeeze the glutes, activate glutes, lean in the pole, grab the pole, pop the hips here. That's going to protect the L3, L4 Cinnamon. I'm just saying. She's like, "Oh, that's so sweet, Dr. Daddy. They're so kind. Oh, hey, how about a lap dance, huh?" Cinnamon, no, because your pelvis is really off balance, and I'm not going to pay for a bumpy ride. I don't want you fucking up my perfect alignment of my pelvis. No, Cinnamon. In fact, you need me more than I need you. Here's my card. Folks, that night, I helped 10 other dancers like Cinnamon. I changed the champagne room into an examination room. When everybody else was spending $200, $500, making it rain on strippers that night, I made $2,000 in consultation fees. I'm just saying I made it work for me. Yeah. So one of the most racist things anybody's ever said to me was, "DC, can you act black?" Really ignorant. That's a good friend of mine. And first of all, I told him, "Fuck you." Right. Now, I didn't say this to his face, but I felt it because I was more hurt than anything else. Because at that moment, he pegged me in one dimension of a black person that he felt that we need to be. Baller, thugger. Because we're out, we're partying, and he thought that, "Yo, man, you're embarrassing me." I'm like, you know what? That's so narrow-minded to think about us as a race. Because we're multidimensional, we're multifaceted. We have many degrees of blackness, and we all have a blackness style that have to turn up or turn down, depending on where we're at. Folks, I'm a physician. And I got to turn my blackness dial down as much as possible, especially at work. Because you come to my office, you have the x-rays. What you want to see and expect from me is, okay, Mr. Porteous, let me take your x-rays. All right, so you have cervical degeneration at C4, C5. You have thoracic spondylosis here at T4, T6. And it looks like L4, L5, you had an old disc injury. You know what? You might need surgery, but let's get an MRI to be sure. See, that's what you're expecting if I turn my blackness dial down. But if I leave it on its default setting up and forget to turn it down, Mr. Porteous, let me take your x-rays. Damn! Oh, shit. Yo, how the fuck you still standing?
Oh, God.
Nigga, you need an MRI. Like, you don't want that. Folks, that's my time. My name is DC. Deuces.
Oh, great job. Oh, man. Everybody, like, just so you guys know, like, I didn't really time it as a strict because it's the three of us, so we all went over. So, but it's fun, good times. Your opening joke, I feel like there's a white guy stealing black culture joke there. Because, like, You know what? You're against jokes, that kind of thing, and then you're just like, I feel because like white people steal everything else, might as well steal like, oh man,
that's a back of the room joke. That's a back of the room joke.
Oh fuck, that was great. I loved it. I love the blood clot thing. That was great. Your applause and like when you did the whole dance. Like, there's so much to that, and I'm glad that you did a lot of jokes about the dance being a sport. I wrote down. I love that you have football players playing in the background just to get the audience into the dancing. You said dancing is not a sport unless it's Kapora. It's an MMA thing. Yeah. That's is there performance enhancing drugs for dancers? I feel like there's a joke there.
Do you know, I was thinking about that in the shower. Is there PED like Pixie Sticks, or like, hey, listen, your daughter tested like 3 ounces over Pixie Sticks, folks.
Oh my gosh!
We're gonna be banned by like 3 shows.
Also, it sounds like a stripper, by the way. The only thing I can think of was like that one episode of Saved by the Bell when Jesse Spano took some drugs to like get her like more fucking
speed.
I know that's a deep cut. It's a deep cut, but if you get that reference, thank you. I'm so excited, and I also wrote dance judges seem more strict than judges for like, it's not a joke, it's a premise, but like they're more strict than fight judges. I feel like there's something there.
Yeah, that's so true too.
Okay.
Right?
More strict than fight judges. But it's
yeah.
And your last joke, I feel like, oh man, like you turn the black knob up. I was like, please, can you have a fucking hype man for that? Because I'm just picturing a hype man for a chiropractor.
Welcome to Wu-Tang.
I'm not gonna act it out because I don't want to get myself the idea of a hype man like going through charts and shit like that. But yeah, that was there's so much there, and I'm really glad that you did it. Good stuff. And yeah,
thanks.
That's what I got. Sarah, please.
I mean, Scott kind of took everything I was gonna say. That's fine. The dance joke got me going. Like knowing that. Don't be sorry. Knowing that, like my kid who did dance showed me her ballet shoes. Knowing how like competitive and how like parents get into it and everything. I'm like, you get a dance mom and you get a soccer mom, and like that should be a sport. Like they fight to the death. Okay. But it's so true. Like sports are made by the spectators, not by the actual people doing it. Right. We don't see like people playing football on America's Got Talent. Know your fucking stage. The black guy, like Be More Black. That's so typical. Wow. And you're in Chicago too, so that's sad.
Yeah. This disguise works great. This incognito disguise down in Canada Amazon works great.
Can you please stop being such a Canadian black man? Can you be more of an American black man? Is that possible?
I'm a Canadian. Listen, I'm a Canadian missionary for you guys. I'm representing Canada. I believe maple syrup, and no, it's not diabetes. All right. Listen, I represent Canada wherever I can. So.
And the X-ray bit really got me. I wish I'm a very like physical person, if you know what I mean. But like physical aspects like make me happy. So the fact that you actually like turned and was like, and over here, like you actually presented it, that made me really happy. Sometimes I wish we had like a screen so that we could like show things and it would be way more funny, but
I'm an act-out comic. Yeah, I'm an act-out comic. Zoom has been transformative for me to actually focus more on writing than actually stage presence. So it's been sharper since. Kudos to Zoom.
And I liked
and stuff like this.
Something I liked about both of your sets was like in the first one I actually learned something. In the second one, like all of your stuff is very factual, and I find that comedy is funnier when it's actually true. Not like making shit up, like, oh, well, dance isn't a sport. Well, why is it not a sport? Like, explain to me, like, defend your argument type thing. So both times I was like, that's a really strong argument. You're right. Like, so I actually learned something in a sense. So that's always a good takeaway.
Oh, awesome. Thanks. I appreciate that validation.
Yeah, very good. I don't know why I didn't say it, but when you said like when that person said, "Can you be more black?" or like it's okay, it's my friend, and I just like I don't know why I just thought it'd be funny, but I was like, he's my friend. Like, you ever heard of Al Roker?
That's
what? Right? But I was like, I don't know about. It's just the imagery of it got me. Yeah,
it's real.
So Linnea said, "I'm a flat white." Oh, Linnea's owning this. Good joke. And I don't know who this one is. The last joke. Oh my god, I agree. That was the energy.
Thank you, anonymous Facebooker.
Up entirely on that one. But it was a good set all around. So let's make it a fair spotlight. There we go. Hey, that was a workshop. It was a very short one and a sweet one, but it was an hour and a half. So fuck
Three
you.
people.
Being short. I don't know. I'm not giving you guys a bird. Just the concept. The concept. I'm in a weird fucking spot right now. I swear. It's a shot. Anyways, let's do some shameless self-promoting, shall we? DC, what would you like to promote, share, plug?
Plug my album. Got a album on Spotify called Chocolate Durian, based upon my experience in Southeast Asia for the last 3.5 years before COVID.
Wow.
So check it out. Chocolate Durian. It's an album, not a podcast, an album. Chocolate Durian.
Interesting. Okay.
That is amazing.
That was unexpected. All right, cool.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I can't contend with that. Well, good night, everybody. No. And Sarah Kate White, what do you got going on?
You can check me out on OnlyFans and FetLife. Just kidding. You can check me out on Instagram at sarahkate.white. There's nothing to see there, so don't bother. Like if you want to come say hi, get a blowjob, just call me. Just kidding.
Travel from Chicago.
Yeah, that's
all the way. Yeah. Total.
Thank you. And you can't check me out on OnlyFans, but you can hear my voice because I do POV. It was a one-time thing. Twice actually. But comedy-wise, I don't want to promote everything. Okay, so the workshop stuff. So we got Instagram. I'm trying to build up with content at the Workshop Comedy Podcast. It's a long one, but it's one where I don't have to do number 1, number 2. It's the fucking Workshop Comedy Podcast on Instagram. We also got this happening every night in theory, unless something cancels. But most of the time, it's every night, 10 p.m. EST. We have different comics, different panels, different jokes, just different atmosphere, different energy, but always a good time, unless you don't like fun. We got a lot of shows coming up. I'm not going to advertise everything because it's a lot, and it's already been a longer show. But we do want to thank everybody who is a part of this. I want to thank the panel. I want to thank everybody watching. I want to thank everybody who commented. I feel like I'm accepting an award right now. Playoff music happened all of a sudden. Legit though, thank you so much. We're at 392, which is ridiculous. What's going to happen at 400? Probably the same thing that's happening right now. Anyways, thank you all so much. You are a gem, and we hope you enjoyed the show and the workshop. If you want to join in and be a part of it and you know how technology works, message me or Kevin, and we'd love to have you. The Comedy Workshop. Well, if you're watching, you're obviously on the page right now. But if you're not, me, Scott Porteous, you know, it says Herbert Henrys, and Kevin Eggleston, contact us. We would love to have you. And enjoy the rest of your night. Try to stay cool. Unless you're hot, then stay warm. I riff like crazy. Okay. Well, have a good night, everybody.
Bye.